What's a social norm everyone accepts but you think is weird?
Don't get pregnant for somebody that will place you on the title of a
Baby mama. So you're saying if a guy gets a woman pregnant, he should wife her then and there?
Why not?
If I wasn't a Christian, just because we had consensual sex and you got pregnant, why would I need to make you my wife? Is that bad?
It is bad.
Why?
Because you committed the moment you put your destiny.
Okay, in the past, why have you had sex? No, let's go there, because you're talking like this now.
I feel like I won't be able to give you my 100% if I'm not having the intention of marrying you.
Dating is not a life commitment. Sorry, that's why it's dating. There's an out. When I see rubbish and nonsense and rubbish consistently, bye.
It is not how long you get to know a person for. It's how long they make you feel like you've known
Fudge
them.
that, please. I've heard of stories of people who they would date for maybe like 2 months and they'll get married. Each to their own. All of you 2 months dating and married. You scare me.
People can still hide their behavior
That's
for
true.
1 year.
Yeah.
As we've known each other for so long, there is so many things you still don't know about me. What everybody needs is a safe space for
sure.
them to be
If
themselves.
we're building relationship, if the foundation of this is that you do not want to know me at myself for who I am, then there's nothing we're building here.
You can't call certain things bare minimum. When you yourself, you know that if it wasn't given to you, it wouldn't be bare minimum.
Maybe we're having a hard conversation. Maybe this is the first time we're disagreeing.
They need to start praying for people. Go and marry. Go and marry. Go and marry.
Welcome back to another episode of the World of Our Own podcast. I am your one, and sometimes, but these days, a lot of the time, chaotic host Sam.
And I am Omobase.
You are indeed. So last week's episode, we introduced a new segment that we call Audience Files. And basically every other week we're going to be asking you guys a question to answer, and it can be a profound question, it can be a really funny question, it can be this philosophical question, but something that's just going to get me and Sev talking. And we started it just because we wanted to get you guys more involved in the episodes, because we want this to be our space as well. And some weeks it will be scenarios, some weeks it will be your dilemmas, and you can send it in and we will go over them on the podcast. And it's just going to get me and Seth talking, so we actually start doing life together rather than just together. Do you get what I mean? So this week's question was, what's a social norm everyone accepts but you think is weird?
Do you have one?
I don't. Should we go through the responses first?
Okay.
And then maybe you can think of one. This person said a social norm everyone accepts is calling their lady's baby mama instead of wife because you have a commitment fear. And you have an inability to feel shame. Basically. So the actual quote itself says, baby mama over wife title for commitment fear and people's inability to feel shame.
Yeah,
is that really happening?
I think I've heard a lot.
What do you mean?
The word baby mama, baby mama, baby
It is
mama.
coming up more often, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, I blame both parties.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because come to think about it, I feel like people actually need to start standing their ground.
What do you mean?
In the sense of, don't get pregnant for somebody that is stupid.
As in a guy that's stupid.
A stupid guy that will place you on the title of a
Baby mama.
Rather,
So you're saying if a guy gets a woman pregnant, he should wife her then and there?
I mean, why not?
No.
Why did you start when you can't finish?
Because that's not what I committed to. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean I have to wife you.
Bro, you committed the moment you put your destiny inside.
Well, yeah, I can commit to being a dad, but doesn't mean I want you to be my wife.
Then why did you put it inside?
Well, that's a different thing. I might have committed to being a father, but it doesn't mean I committed to being your husband.
Bro, then don't put it in. Why would you put it in expecting
Why
nothing
is
to
that
come out?
No, but that's what I'm saying. The child can still have a healthy mum and a father, but do they have to be married?
Sam, did you know what that is?
Obviously, I don't, because obviously I'm a Christian, so I don't believe liking babies out of wedlock. But if I wasn't a Christian, just because we had consensual sex and you got pregnant, why would I need to make you my wife?
In the first place, why would you put it in?
Because that's what people do. People hook up. People have sex. That's a normal thing. That's what people do. What do you mean in the first place? Why did you put it in?
People are not normal.
What are you talking about?
They are not normal.
Okay, so this is a very interesting conversation.
They are not normal.
No, wait.
They are all
I actually
abnormal.
like this. Because I've always had this conversation. Like, if I wasn't a Christian, would I think hookup culture is normal? I feel like if you're dating someone and you've been dating for, you've been dating now. You've gone on several dates. It's been maybe 2 months, and you officially make her your girlfriend. And then you're the type of guy who says, I don't have sex with anyone who isn't my girlfriend. Do you understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then now she's your girlfriend. You've been dating for maybe 2-3 months. You have sex and she gets pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. Why then do I have to make you my wife? Hell no. What do you mean? I've been with you for 4 months. Okay. Tops.
Okay.
And now, yes, I was with you. And now she's like, wait, can you put a ring on it now? We have a baby together. Hell no, I don't. What do you mean?
Let me think. So, from what you're saying, you guys dated for 2 months.
Yes.
Then you got together, Abby?
Yes.
And then you were
doing the damn thing
the whole time.
Yeah.
And one time,
like most people do.
Calm down now. Then one time, your sharpshooter is shoot and hit the target.
Yeah.
And then she got pregnant. Commit.
What? I feel like I'm gonna get so much hate for this take. I don't get it. It actually logically doesn't make sense to me. No. Do you know what marriage is,
bro? But then, okay. But check this out. You said that they were dating, Abby.
Yeah.
Right? What is the purpose of you dating? Are you dating to just keep her there as a instrument? Or
no, hell no. You're dating because I'm committed to you for now.
Exactly.
However, that doesn't mean I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Just because you're my girlfriend is not. It's different. There's levels to this. I'm so sorry.
No. Rephrase. Say it again. I think my English is not up to that standard. Say it again.
Say what again?
What you just said just now.
What part?
The fact that I'm committed to you doesn't mean...
Yeah, the fact that we're dating, as in you are my girlfriend, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, does not mean I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Something is not adding up in my head.
Yeah, I feel like... See, guys don't hate me, I'm sorry. I don't know. This is just the way it's working in my head. Does that mean I'm afraid of commitment? No, it's not. Do you know what marriage is? I want to. No. So you're saying people shouldn't become girlfriend and boyfriend?
You're making marriage sound like a no.
No, it is. It's a life commitment.
No, the same way a marriage is not the way you guys put it. Like, no.
What do you mean?
No, it's not. If you picture something to be difficult, to be massive in
I'm not saying it's difficult. No. I'm saying it's a life commitment.
Exactly. The same way you meeting a girl and impregnating her. That's a life. That's
for your child, not for her. For you to be a good partner for her in the sense of care partner with her, but not necessarily her wife. If that's not what you want.
Maybe because I'm not taught this way. It's not adding up in my head.
No, the way you're saying is not adding up in my head either.
Because no,
wait, is that bad?
It is bad.
Why?
Because why? Okay. When you know that, why would you want to be with the person when you know that you're not? If something happened, you're not willing. You're not in that state of mind to actually take her in.
No one thinks like that. No one has sex thinking that if you get pregnant, I'm now going to be your husband. I don't think anyone thinks like that. People do it for pleasure because that's what people do. It's two human beings.
But all of them, they are all sick in the head because you're telling me.
In the past, why have you had sex?
In the past, okay, good.
No. Let's go there because you're talking like this now. Because right now the only version here is me. Me.
Sam.
Not you. It's me.
You're pointing finger.
It's me.
You're pointing
not
finger.
You. So why have you done it in the past? Why did you put it in the past?
Okay. My boy,
Huh?
Okay. Mine it was me being in a relationship.
Okay, as you should.
As I should.
As you should.
So
fair.
The plan was me being with them.
Yes.
Was it gonna be a lifetime? If let's say
you're telling me you've gone into every one of your relationships saying I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this person.
I mean, why would I be in it without that intention?
Hell no, I don't agree with that.
So you're
hey,
no.
I actually don't agree with that.
Sam. So you're telling me that you go into a relationship with somebody without the intention of being with the person.
I go into a relationship with you saying I'm going to commit to being your boyfriend, not your husband. I'm so sorry.
Sam, that's wrong.
That's not wrong. How's that wrong? Do you know what that is? I've known you. Okay, we've been dating for maybe 5 months, and now I want to be your husband. How the hell no?
No.
Until I know
Sam,
I want to
this
be
is
your
what
husband.
this is where you're getting it wrong. We are not talking about 7 months, 2 months.
What are we talking about?
What I'm saying is, when you are getting to know somebody, you're getting to know them with the intention of but because why would you want to know somebody to a certain level without the intention of being with them?
Obviously, I think that possibility is there in the sense of I could consider spending the rest of my life with this person.
Something is not adding up.
Tell me. I feel like I'm talking crazy.
Sam, you're talking crazy. You need to take this part out.
Feel crazy. What do you mean?
It is crazy, bro. Okay,
what's wrong with what I'm saying? Tell me what's wrong with what I'm saying.
You're telling me that so technically what you're saying is you can be boyfriend and girlfriend with somebody.
Yeah.
And just be enjoying the person back, left and right.
As people do. You're saying it as if it's a mad, far away concept.
No, but the mad concept is without the intention of actually being with the person.
No, without the intention of being your husband. That's different.
Yeah, but being with the person is them. Yeah.
Huh?
If you wanna, no.
If you had that mindset, you wouldn't have had as many partners as you have in your life.
How many partners do you think I've been? Sam, is this what we're doing?
Maybe we're having a hard conversation. Maybe this is the first time we're disagreeing.
Sam,
no, let's call it what it is. Because if you had that mindset, you wouldn't have had as many partners as you did in your life.
But mine has always been with the intention of being with them.
Of marrying them or being with them. Which one? Spell it out.
Of marrying them. I promise.
So everyone you wanted to marry.
Yeah.
No, that's BS. I'm so sorry. I think that's
bro.
Wait,
no.
That's so BS.
Because I feel. Oh no, wait now. Wait. For me, I feel like I won't be able to give you my 100% if I'm not having the intention of marrying you. And this is one of the problems that we actually do have because people are not. Is because that's why people have to reserve themselves. They are not giving their 100% because there is that mindset of at the end of the day the intention is not to marry you anyway.
Yeah.
Or it's not.
No, but that's not the attitude. The attitude isn't the intention is not to marry you. The attitude is that I'm still going to spend even when you're dating someone, you're dating because. I feel like that period is you not necessarily assessing for marriage. I feel like you're still learning in that time. I think obviously it's different at different ages. Obviously, I feel like when you're younger, people just date because we're dating. No one's really thinking of marriage. Maybe if they're under 18, apart from maybe a specific type of people. However, maybe when you get to our age and you're dating, yes, you start to think because obviously you're not just trying to waste their time on just dating for the sake of dating. Relationships can last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. If I'm spending 2+ years with you, I need to marry you. I feel like the mindset now is different when you get to a certain age. Because I would never date anyone now that I don't have the intention to marry. Do you understand what I mean? But that's purely because I'm seeking to settle down, right? Whereas I feel like when you're younger, most people aren't necessarily looking to settle down. They are dating because that's just what humans do. They date.
Now you just clarified young people.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what I meant. Yeah,
because young people.
I feel like at this age you don't. Obviously, I feel like most people who date at this age, they're dating to marry, for sure.
Yeah, because, bro, if you're dating just to be on
fine. Okay,
bro, it just kills the whole.
No, I get you.
So, of course,
I was speaking from the perspective of people who aren't looking to settle down. I feel like if you're looking to settle down, you would date less, one.
Yeah, exactly.
You would date less because
I did less.
Okay, you don't need to justify yourself.
Because the way you did.
When you were younger, then you weren't really looking to settle down. Then
not that I was looking to settle. I was not. No. Are you me? I was young then, but my mindset was I want to because I'm big.
If she's the right
wait
one.
Now, yes, because I was always big on somebody understanding me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wanted to build. My plan was to build that bond with somebody.
Yeah.
And then make sure that we understand each other enough.
Yeah.
That so it can lead
And
to
that's
that.
what happens during the dating period now. Exactly. That's kind of what I was explaining. You goes in, and even now though, I think now when you're older, there's just more of a pre-assessment in the sense of I think like maybe people are like dating for longer before they become, because I feel like at this age, the
people they need to start praying for people. Go and marry. Go and marry. Go and marry. Because people are just wasting each other's time.
You know, that's true. I feel like there are people out there wasting each other's time.
Oh yeah, you.
But why do
go
you think that is? I feel like people are wasting
you right there, my brother. Go and marry. My sister, you're wasting your time. Oh yeah, go and marry.
Guys, tell Seth the same thing. He's not married yet. So, Seth, go and marry. How about that?
Oh, you come. You come.
Guys, very mandatory housekeeping. Make sure if you are on Spotify that you are rating this podcast 5 stars if you love us. If you don't love us, fudge off. Don't touch the rating button. Thank you. It's not by force. Actually, that might make them want to do 1 star. Don't do it. We love you. We love you. We love you. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars all across the board. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you are subscribed. There are multiple people who are watching us but aren't subscribed.
Unsubscribe.
Make sure you are subscribed, guys. Hit that subscribe button and also make sure you like the video. It helps us with the YouTube algorithm so much. And last but not least, but make sure you're sharing.
Yes.
With your loved ones, with your mothers, your fathers, your friends, your closest people in your life.
One thing, the way you guys talk about marriage, as if marriage.
But that's what it is. I'm so sorry. You have to understand the gravity of what it is. If I'm choosing to spend the rest of my life with you, you better be one bloody hell of a special person. You have to be. Why would I choose to spend the rest of my life with just anyone? Doesn't make sense.
Clearly,
this is your partner
I get it, not
life.
with anyone.
So it is that deep.
I mean, I get it that it's not with anyone, but at the same time, what I'm saying is, like, it is never. It's not. Maybe I'm just the one not processing it. It's never the end of the world, because.
But what do you? You're being too vague for me. What do you mean by that?
Okay, good. You're that for a better question.
Because it sounds like you're giving yourself an out.
Out like a.
Like as in like I'm getting married, but it doesn't have to be for life. That's what it sounds like.
No.
Okay, so what do you mean?
Okay, but do you think I would be going marriage without? You're the one that was even saying that.
Saying what?
You
saying
know,
what?
like saying
what?
What you just said just now.
I was not saying that.
That's what you said.
I'm the one that's been saying marriage is a commitment. If you enter it, you better stay in it.
Okay, what was I saying?
You're saying it's not the end of the world. It is, my brother. It's the end of the world in the sense of that's it. You're done. That's your partner.
Oh yeah, go and replace. Go and replace.
I was not. What was I saying?
You were coming from the aspect of, okay, you know what? Marriage. I think
it's a life commitment. That's all I've been saying.
No, you were saying dating is whatever you
dating is not a life commitment. Sorry, I will stand on that. That's why it's dating. There's an out. So when I see rubbish and nonsense and rubbish consistently, why would I commit the rest of my life to you? What kind of rubbish stupidity is that? Come to find out, when we're actually dating, you're jealous of everyone I talk to. I'm not marrying you. Go and find the person you want to marry.
Why are you being aggressive? Then what, man? Like, did I owe you?
No, because I feel like you're saying like dating is like fam, and I feel like sometimes that's why people they marry the people they're not content with, you know, because they just settle. I feel that's what the dating aspect is for.
You know the thing is, as much as I want to understand where you're coming from, I think, why would I date? I mean, no, that
obviously not now. I feel like now.
What I'm thinking, what is on my mind is, it is so pointless. If I choose you, I choose you. I must have seen something about you before I choose you, right? And if I choose you, it's for me to work with you, right?
Yes.
And if I'm to date somebody, if I'm dating somebody, like I'm trying to work with you between the flaws. It's until when you do orikori, or you do something,
and that's what the dating period is for, because it's during that dating period that they will show you orikori. Am I lying?
You're not lying.
Exactly. That's why you don't just marry anyone straight away. But to be honest, I've heard of stories of people who they would date for maybe like 2 months and they'll get married. Which, each to their own. All of you 2 months dating and marrying, you scare me.
Look,
but
those people, they last longer.
Some of them do, you know. Some of them do. Because I feel like sometimes when you know, you know.
It is not how long you get to know a person for. It's how long they make you feel like you've known them.
That's bullshit. Fudge that, please. Excuse my language. That's dead. Don't touch me.
Don't.
What kind of rubbish is that?
Don't. Some people, you can actually be with them for 1 year.
And it feels like witch.
And it
wizards.
Feels like...
That's what they are.
I
don't trust people in this life, you know.
And some people, you've only been with them for 2 months.
And it feels like a lifetime.
And it feels like a lifetime.
I heard that. Obviously, guys have been shaking down. I actually do hear that, right?
And for me, I would rather stay with somebody that 2 months, it feels like a lifetime, than somebody that 1 year, it feels like...
But at the end of the day, you're still making a choice to take a risk. You don't...
Life is a risk itself. Life is a risk.
No. But what I'm trying to say...
The air you're breathing right now is a risk.
No, but objectively...
Because we don't know whether it's carbon dioxide or oxygen.
Objectively speaking, their risk is higher compared to people who have been dating for like a year.
It's not higher.
You don't think so?
No. Because people can still hide their behavior for 1 year.
Yeah, that's true.
Even as we've known each other for so long, there is so many things you still don't know about me. And there's so many things that I don't know about you. It's the truth. Whatever I do, whatever decision you make, whoever you choose to be with, whoever could we be, if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 12 years, people have dated for 5 years and they still end.
Yeah.
So people have dated for 2 months and they're still together today. So for me personally, I feel like which is why this place, what we are doing right now, what did we call it? Word of our own. It's a safe space.
Yeah.
What everybody needs is a safe space for them to be themselves.
Yeah.
If somebody can create that safe space for you, let's say, for example, you as a man, if a lady is let's say, she gives you that space, safe space, whereby you're able to talk and say anything, which is what you want. You want to be able to talk, because as a man, you just want to be able to come home and talk about everything and anything. If a woman is giving you that, what else are you looking for?
Of course I want a safe space. Do you understand what I mean? However, if we start dating and there are certain quirks or behaviors that you have that I feel like are deal breakers for me, I'm not moving forward.
But that's what you can talk about in the safe space.
We can talk about it in the safe space. So say, for example, there's some... Because obviously, even providing a safe space, there's some people who have, for example, an avoidant attachment style. They may not straight away necessarily provide a safe space for you to talk about certain things, but doesn't mean they can't learn that thing. Even providing a safe space, that is something that can be learned. But there may be other traits that I may be... I don't think, obviously you were just talking for me, but for me anyway, just because you provide a safe space for me, I don't think for me that's the end all and be all.
For me, I personally love safe space. Yeah. I love when somebody really genuinely, if I sense that genuinely you want to know me, that means a lot more than whatever anybody, because anything in this life I can get it myself. That's how I feel.
But I feel like that's, I don't know,
as vague as it may sound, or as small as it may sound.
I don't want to say it's the bare minimum, but I think
it sounds like the bare minimum. No. But this is coming from, because I know that most people haven't really tried to know me. That is why this was big for me in the first place. It was big for me in the first place because no one tries to know me. Rather, everybody just have assumption of me, which you've mentioned as well, that some people think that I'm rude. And it's because it's an assumption, which I can't change, and I will never, ever even plan to change.
Yeah.
Rather than making an assumption or making a conclusion about a person, why don't you get to know them?
Yeah.
So that's why it's so big when somebody tried to know me, because I've all my life, I've known that people don't want to really know me. They just make assumption of me and they sit on that assumption and don't plan to change it. So if I see somebody that is that I can genuinely see that they want to know me, when I say that somebody that want to know me, somebody that want to know my being, who really want to know your being? Like, let's be honest. As somebody actually asks you that mentally, are you okay? As somebody actually sits you down and asks you that, wait, how do you feel on a day-to-day basis? As somebody, aside from our parents, which they are big, I mean, our parents would genuinely want to ask us to see where we are at. And most parents don't even do that. But tell me genuinely, somebody that actually come into your space to tell you that, okay, so far, are you comfortable with who you are?
I don't think it's I don't know, like, you say it like it's a rare thing.
It's rare.
Oh, it's definitely a blessing
rare.
because I have it with very few. I would say literally in life right now.
It is rare.
I have it with 2 people. And that's...
Did you see that?
It is...
You know, when you responded, it sounded like you had a lot of people.
No, definitely not.
But that's the thing. Not. Do you see, as bare minimum as it may sound,
yeah.
you had only 2 people that do that with you. Only 2 people. And I can bet it with you that I am one of them.
Yeah, obviously.
So, like... If we were to take me out of it, you only actually have only 1.
Yes.
So, as bare minimum as it is, everybody have so many stuff in their mind to even give a damn about wanting to know you. Bare minimum is that bare minimum that people don't really give a damn about. I personally feel like somebody that want to know you, they will ask you things that you know. They will explore every question of your life. They will ask you questions about certain things that make you safe enough to be able to express yourself in there. That's what I think.
Do you not think that's a frame of mind? Do you think that's a result of someone choosing you, or that's a result of a frame of mind? Say, for example, you have a partner now who is asking you these kind of questions so they can connect to your soul. Do you understand what I mean? I would expect that if they have like a really close friend or a best friend or a close sister, I would expect that for that relationship as well. And I think that's what I mean by bare minimum is definitely the wrong word. When I say bare minimum, what I mean is that this is something that for us, it's a foundation. If we're building relationship, this has to be, you wanting to know me in my soul is a foundation. If I'm building, and I'm not just talking about any friendship here. I'm talking about close friends, brothers. I'm talking about a life partner.
Yeah.
If the foundation of this is that you do not want to know me at my soul for who I am, and you care about me in that way, then there's nothing we're building here. That has to be at the foundation. That's what I mean by bare minimum. Just because it's a foundation doesn't mean it's small. It's actually the most important thing. And I think that's what people mean when they say bare minimum. I feel like the bare minimum is the wrong word for it because it just seems like flimsy. Whereas it's not flimsy. If we're talking about the foundation of a structure, it's one of the most important bits of the structure. You wanting to know me in this way, if that's not there at the beginning, what are we building? Do you understand what I mean?
I love what you just said just now. And that is why, okay, let's say, because obviously, bear in mind, everybody's coming from different home.
Yeah.
And the way that everybody learn has been taught about certain things is completely different.
Yeah.
So what could be portrayed as the foundation or the bare minimum, right, may not have been taught to that person, or may not be something that that the person is aware of. So, okay, like, for example, now, in some home, communication is not there.
Yeah.
Everybody is to themselves.
Fine.
Right? To you come from a home whereby you communicate every single time. So the person you are seeing, you find interest in, the communication is not on that standard.
Okay, yeah.
So to you, you're telling him that, communication is the bare minimum. That is coming from the aspect of is something that has been given to you on a solid platter in your home.
Yeah.
So it's a bare minimum for you.
No, but are you saying communication as a separate example? Are you saying...
As an example.
Okay.
So to that person, communication is not a bare minimum.
Yeah,
or it's not a foundation. And that is because where they are coming from.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. That's why for me, I actually never like that phrase of bare minimum.
Fine. Because I feel say like communication is the bare minimum.
Yeah, because I feel like it's bare minimum to you because of where you are coming from, or the platter at which it has been given to you.
Okay.
But to the person that you're dealing with, it may not have been given to them in that platter.
Fine.
So you can't call certain things bare minimum.
Yeah.
When you yourself, you know that if it wasn't given to you, it wouldn't be bare minimum.
Yeah, no, I can.
Knowing you is not a bare minimum. It comes with the person making a choice to want to know you. So let's say it is not a bare...
Remember what we're talking about here. We're talking about, like, is it a special thing, right?
Yes, it is.
It's special,
It is special.
but it's special, but
It
I
is
don't
okay.
think,
Okay, think
I don't
about
think
it.
it's exclusive.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it's special, but I don't think it's exclusive.
Okay, now you're using two phrases. It's special because if it's not special, why is it me and you on this? You could have had this with anybody, but you choose to have it with me because you've made it special.
Yes.
Is it exclusive? Yes, it is exclusive. Because if it's not exclusive, you could have had multiples of people in it. But that is the thing. And do you know how funny it is you may not be able to have it the same way we have it.
But this is years of relationship.
Let me land.
This is wait, you can't catch me. Wait, no.
Wait now, calm down. My boy,
you called me, and I thought and I let you catch me, but I'm not letting you catch me.
Wait now. And the crazy part of it is you may even try with somebody else. And it may never be as the way you have it with me.
Because there's no salmon serve anywhere else.
Fact.
Just like there's no what's those people's name? Dick and Jerry, Dick and Dom. I don't know what their names are. They're like these two duos. Just like there's no Fuhad and James, right? Mm-hmm. I love those two boys. Do you get what I mean? Mm-hmm. It doesn't exist. But this is years of relationship. I'm talking about someone you've just been, like, I'm talking about, like, say, for example, someone has been dating someone for, like, 3 to 5 months. Do you understand what I mean? And, okay, that person has chosen you in the sense that they want to get to know you. They're asking you the correct questions. They're actually digging into your soul. You can't compare this to that.
Okay.
Because this is years. The only reason why I think this works in the blessed and weird way that it's working is because this is years of relationship. This has deep roots in even us when we were youth, and we used, fam, do you remember when we used to play pool with each other till like bloody 3 a.m. in the morning? And that's not even half of the drama that's gone on with us. That's not even half the drama.
Life.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, I don't know, man, like, for me, and it just goes back to that whole point of, before I choose to spend, because, okay, it's so weird relating it to this example. I didn't choose that I wanted to commit to you as a friend for life until maybe around 2020. Do you understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. That was the time where I made a conscious choice that, okay, I really want this guy to be in my life for the rest of my life, as a friend, as a brother, as someone I can lean on. Do you understand what I mean? But that choice didn't come out of just that 1 year. It came out of the history that we have had. Do you understand what I mean? Before 2020 and then moving forward. And the reason why we keep referring back to 2020, guys, is because I feel like 2020 was a turning point in our relationship, in the sense of where we really connected with each other in an intimate way that we felt we haven't had before, and even with other guy friendships that we have had. Do you understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that was a big turning point for us. So I feel like there's so much history here that it's so hard to compare it to something that's just, if someone is getting to know me and they're digging at, like, and they're trying to connect with Sam, and I've only been in a relationship with them, and I'm talking about any relationship here, in relationship with them for about 3 to 5 months, I'm sorry, I don't choose you yet. Maybe that's just a thing for me, but because I know that if I spend this time with someone else, I could get it with someone else. I already know I can never be one of those 2-month people. Hell no. Right? Mm-hmm. And that's partly because I'm a skeptic. Naturally, I'm just a skeptic. Do you understand what I mean? I will not necessarily test you, but I will leave enough time for me to see you in different scenarios and in different environments. Mm-hmm. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that, will that attitude of, I'm giving you space for your soul and your existence, yeah, does that remain when the hardship of relationships start coming?
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
You mentioned
just because it's happening initially doesn't remain when the hardship of relationship is coming. Because there are some things I'm going to do that's going to piss you off. And when I piss you off, does that then go away?
Okay. Now look, there are times even within this, you have to make the decision and the choice within yourself.
Facts.
Right? And that is because of we've had that good rapport. And
what do you mean?
Okay. I have created that safe space. You have created that safe space.
Mm-hmm.
We've built something. It's just like a house. We've built it for ourselves to be a safe space. Within it, it doesn't mean that there's not going to be issues. There's not going to be a problem. It's just how you navigate out of it.
Yeah.
And that is why you have that safe space to talk about certain things and come to a conclusion about certain things.
Yeah, but that's what gave you the confidence that I chose you.
Yes.
It was the confidence that even if when you did piss me off, I still came back to allow you to be a resting place for me and I be a resting place for you.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but it's when we go through the tough times and we still rekindle, that's what gives you the affirmation that, oh wow, this person chooses me. Mm-hmm. So how do I know you choose me until we go through that tough time?
How do you know? Okay.
That's my question. I guess, but you know the argument I'm standing on. I'm standing on that argument of...
You haven't been through a lot enough
you don't know after 2-3 months. Like,
okay.
I'm standing on that argument of... I feel like it's the same argument. Oh God, I don't want to get hate. Of this, like, what do you mean I should commit my whole life to you after 5 or 6 months? No. No, of course not.
Okay.
No. I don't expect you to give that to me. I even want to see how, if you are giving me a hard time, because maybe of a shortcoming of yourself, how I handle that. Can I carry that weight? Can I carry that burden of your shortcoming? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Once I see that shortcoming, do I still want to choose this? I'm assessing as to whether this is unconditional or not. Because if it is unconditional, then yes, I will marry you. Then yes, I will spend the rest of my life with you. Do you understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. However, if we come to a crossroad and I realize that, this is conditional, do I now want to move to a place where this is unconditional? Or do I want to walk away?
I'll speak for the 2-month people, or 4 months, or 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
Right? For me, it's not the thing that it would take you a year, 2 years to determine or to find out all this thing is something that could be found out in 2-3 months.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Really?
It's you know why I say that?
2-3 months is still honeymoon.
Let me hold on.
Sorry,
well, check this out. Some people, right? There is smoke. Right? You need to wait a while before they reveal themselves. Some people, they reveal themselves without you actually having to do too much stress.
As in what you see is what you get, and
what you see is what you get. And that you know who you're dealing with. So, some people, they are snake under a green grass. They are cobra.
Sheep in wolf's clothing.
Monkey in the monkey shadow. In fact, if you come like this, they'll go like that.
Yeah.
So that, like, you can't catch them out.
You can't calculate them.
You can't calculate them.
Scare me, child.
So those people, even if you spend 2-3 years with them, you will never know them.
Hey, that's scary.
So look, we just pray that we don't meet people that will hide themselves.
The crinkle-crankums.
The snake on the snake market.
I mean, that's what scares me. But I feel like even those snakes on the grass fields, I don't know what I just said, I will find them. Give me 6 months. I will find you. If you're one way, just give me time. And one thing I've always said is I'm a discerner. People can deceive me for like maybe a month. Mm-hmm. Give me 3 months. Maybe that's too long then. Give me 3 months of you. I will catch you.
You'll catch everything.
I will catch everything. You won't hide from me. That's why I will just stand in the background and watch. But I can be body. I can be friendly. Oh
Inspector,
Guys, I'm the most friendliest person you ever meet in this life. But one thing about me is my spirit is monitoring you.
Fact.
My spirit is calculating.
Oh yes.
Oh my God. And the thing is, I will ride along with you as if we're buddy. And I'm not actually pretending. I'm actually buddy with you.
Yeah.
But there's something happening in my head. I'm inspecting and calculating. One day like this, I will wake up. I'll be like, this is who this person is.
And that will be so true.
And it'll be dead on, bang on. I don't miss. Well, I actually don't miss, fam. One thing about me is either if I'm ignorant about something, I've chosen that ignorance. Especially when it comes to someone's character and who they are, I've just chosen that ignorance. I've just turned a blind eye. Do you understand what I mean? It's just like, okay, whatever. Even though this is what I think you might be, I'm going to believe this is what you are. Just because I'm not the type of person who, if you're a bad person, I'm not giving you that label. I'm going to let you, let you do your show. There's especially one specific person. Rubbish. Anyway, but I will let you do your show. But one thing about me is I will clock you. I will clock you. I'm so sorry. Fam, guys, when I tell you, me and ChatGPT are 5 and 6. I go nowhere without that app.
Flip.
Everywhere I go, that app is coming with me. Yeah, guys, I can't like. We were talking about this, especially with the whole Madame Joyce situation. I said, guys, all Madame Joyce had to do was use ChatGPT. Guys, I'm giving you a marketing scheme right now. I bet you there's someone who works in ChatGPT, OpenAI, that watches this. Guys, this is the hook. All you had to do was ChatGPT.
That's it.
Today, the facts that we have AI, ignorance is a choice. I don't even care. If we have AI in this generation, literally, information is readily available to us at our fingertips. And I'm not even talking about Google. I'm talking about ChatGPT. Anything you ask this app.
Sam, let's see if he's gonna answer that question.
Which one? The Kendrick Lamar one?
Yeah.
So basically, just to give them some context. So basically, before me and Seth started the podcast, we were talking about the whole Madame Joyce situation, which love to you, baby. Love you, love you, love you, love you. And basically, obviously, she's been getting on.
Love you.
I love her down. She's such a bad babe. I love her. Basically, if you don't know, Madame Joyce is a UK content creator. And basically, she's been getting a lot of backlash online recently because she gave some commentary about Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance, basically. And basically, I was just, first of all, Seth was saying, my whole take on the whole thing is that, like, okay, it's not that deep. I feel like she was just talking from a very casual place, as if, like, say if you were talking with your girls. Do you understand what I mean? But you were saying that it's that deep because it's like, why speak about a culture you don't understand or something you don't understand, which is fair enough. And I'm like, well, it's just ignorance. And we can't always necessarily crucify ignorance unless, like, it's continuously chosen. Do you understand what I mean? But anyway, what I told Sev was that, unfortunately, she just didn't use ChatGPT. I feel like ChatGPT can be can be a solution.
I'm actually curious to see how ChatGPT
a lot of our performances. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to quotes of the week, and boy, do I have a good one for you, Sev.
Oh yes,
and it's not uplifting.
You said it's about relationship.
It's one of conviction. Yeah. Okay, let me get it up. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
I once loved someone so much that I tried to fix them while they were breaking me. Do you know why this quote hits home and pisses me off? It pisses me off because it reminds me of the situations that many of my brothers put themselves in.
Flip.
With toxic females.
Jesus
and it's so crazy because there's this narrative that females cannot be toxic. And some females are very toxic. In fact, there are some females that will ruin your life. I'm sorry, my ladies, I love you. But there's some of you wicked and bad. And you know it very well. The reason why is because there's a lot of the man them who they are trying to stay in relationships. I don't even think they're even trying to fix the girl. But they're trying to stay in hopes that the girl gets better. Whereas that girl is just breaking you. I'm breaking you. I'm breaking you. I'm breaking you. I'm not gonna lie, guys do the same thing, but this hit so at home so because it reminded me of one of my of someone I know.
That has actually happened to me.
Has it actually?
Yeah, I tried to fix somebody, and in fact, I was actually trying to prove that what they say concerning the person's life is not gonna happen. Meanwhile, me trying to fix the person was actually breaking me because I was seeing some side of the person that I was just absorbing Despite the thing was breaking me.
You can't save someone
that doesn't want to be
at
saved.
the expense of yourself. Especially someone that doesn't want to be saved. At the expense of yourself. Don't do it.
Don't save
And I feel like there's a lot of guys, because we play the savior role, that want to do that. And
Superhero.
it's not worth. You're not a superhero.
You're not a superhero.
It's not giving Spider-Man, baby, because you're traumatized.
Superhero.
And that's how you'll go into a new relationship and traumatize the next person. Please.
Exactly. It's a web.
Please. Do you know some men stay in relationships and they're dying?
Oh yes. Fact.
They're just I don't know if it's that we think it's weak to leave, but they're dying. Like, the relationship is sucking the life out of them.
Some feel like they have a lot to lose.
Oh, like you're saying, like it's more of like a self-confidence thing.
Yeah. Some feel like, oh, I've done so much for this guy. If I leave now, I have a lot to lose.
Yeah. As in, that's all they have left.
Yeah. And some, they feel like nobody can love them better than that person.
The way that person is, it's toxic. It's toxic. I promise you, there is love better for you out there. A lot of guys really have the savior complex, and you don't realize that so much inside of you is breaking and dying.
Yeah.
All in the process of trying to fix some, and it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people have this narrative that women are never the problem. It's always me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Because I'm the problem, I'm the one who has to do the fixing, if that makes sense. Yep. Whereas if you open your eyes and realize that actually your woman could be the problem, baby, and you gotta go, you gotta fly. You gotta fly, I would say. That's how she talks. You gotta fly. So I love that woman. Anyway, guys.
I actually saw this thing. That stuff that I sent to you.
Yeah.
I was like, flip.
Yeah, I love that girl.
Sees this, she's
gonna be on the pod one day. B Simone, this is us prophesying and putting it out into God's universe that you will be on this podcast one day.
I actually would love it.
It would be sick. I think it would be a sick. Okay, guys, we love you.
Ready to go.
Take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. Mind your own. Oh my God. If there's anything we do in this 2025, mind your own business. Keep your head down. Stay in your lane. Your life will be at peace.
Fact.
My God, there's so much peace.
Life is not difficult. We make it difficult.
So, okay, guys, we love you. We adore you. Take care of yourself. Have a lovely week. Bye.